Top of the mountain to all of you. I am Colby, and in today's video, I am reviewing the Octafleece hoodie by Zpacks. The Octafleece hoodie is a newly released item from Zpacks, and I've been using it for the last 4 or 5 months this winter out here in the Arizona desert. I've actively hiked in it, I've camped in it, I've slept in it, so I feel like I've got enough data at this point to make a pretty good review to help you guys make your decision whether or not this hoodie is going to be right for you or not. So the Octafleece hoodie's claim to fame is it's going to keep you warm at a lightweight and it's durable. And so those are the 3 things that I was looking for when it came to a fleece. Its direct competitor, I would say, is any sort of Alpha Direct piece of gear. And so I never got Alpha Direct because I hike a lot out here in Arizona and everything is pokey, everything grabs you, everything sticks you. And so Alpha Direct would just get shredded out here in the desert. And so I never leaned towards that type of gear because it just wouldn't work for me in my situation out here. But when Zpacks came out with an Octafleece hoodie, I got really excited about it and couldn't wait to try it. And I was first in line to get it. So at first, when I wore it and I hiked around with it, I was super careful, just like any piece of gear we buy. Anytime I went through bushes, I was really careful. And then eventually I was out gathering some firewood when we were out backpacking one time, and I totally got caught up into some cat claw. And that was the moment of truth when I'm like, okay, we're really going to see how this is going to perform. And so to my surprise, as I'm peeling this cat claw off, it did not rip, it did not shred, it kept form just like they said it would. And so pretty exciting. It is as durable as they say it is. So far, I haven't been able to shred it or rip it, and I've taken it through a few tough areas. In fact, I'm gonna do a demonstration for you guys and show you how durable this is. Because I'm out here in the desert shooting this film, we have endless supplies of stickery bushes and cat claws. And I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna put my arm right into the cat claw so you can see whether this is tough enough for you or not. So here I go. I'm gonna put this right into the cat claw. I'm gonna get a good grab on it. Now, one thing to know about this material, it will grab onto anything. I'm talking even Velcro in your sleeping bag. If your Velcro touches it, it grabs it. If you're going by bushes, the bushes grab it. So it is very grabby, but it is durable. So I haven't been able to rip it yet. I mean, I'm still somewhat careful. I'm not trying to, go through bushes and bushwhack with it on. But if you're along a trail and you happen to hit something, in my experience, it will hold up. And so watch as I pull my arm out of this cat claw. And you can see it does grab it pretty well, but it is coming off pretty clean. There is no rips. So very durable. It checks that box for sure for me. I don't fear as much as I once did and don't treat it like a delicate piece of fine china. It is durable. It will get through some tough areas if you need it to. In fact, the only damage that I have on this fleece is from when we were sitting around a fireplace. We had some very dry juniper in the fire and it was popping embers out, and I had a pretty good ember hit me right in the heart and it singed a hole immediately and just kind of melted a hole right there. Luckily, it was easy to sew up and kind of close up, and so you can't even tell that there was damage there. But that's the only damage I've received from it so far, which there isn't really a piece of gear out there. If a hot ember touches it, it's not gonna make a hole in it. So that was understandable. So having checked the box of being durable, the next box we had to check was, is it warm? Can it keep me warm but not overheat? All right, and that's what I was looking for in a fleece. I want to be able to hike in it. I want to be able to hang out in camp, maybe even sleep in it, but I don't want to overheat in it. And so over the last several months, I have hiked in it, I have camped in it, I have slept in it, and in all those situations, it performed just like I was hoping it would. With the other layers that I use, it pairs perfectly because it keeps me warm for those cold, chilly mornings, but it also breathes if I start hiking and start warming up a little bit. If you have a little bit of wind, I mean, the wind will blow right through it. It is very airy. It breathes really nicely, but if you don't have anything underneath this, you might get a little cold because the wind is gonna blow right through it. I have a vest that I like to wear, and this vest will keep me protected from wind when it's coming through. And so that's part of my system that I use, is a sun hoodie as my base layer, a vest as my second layer, and then this would be my third layer. The material that this is made out of, it feels like basketball shorts, kind of that meshy basketball short on the outside. It's very soft, and it has those little holes like basketball shorts do. And then on the inside, it has this sort of fuzzy, fluffy material that traps the warm air and keeps you warm, but it also can breathe a little bit when you need it to breathe. So I've really liked hiking in this. I've really liked wearing this because it does breathe. I don't get all sweaty. I don't get all steamy inside. So its performance is doing exactly what I hoped it would do. Keep me warm, but not make me hot. This hoodie does have a kangaroo pocket, so it goes all the way through, right? I normally hike and backpack with outdoor research gloves, so I really am using pockets, but when I'm sitting around camp by the campfire or something, it's nice just to put my hands inside the pockets and keep them warm. Now they have put the pockets up a little bit, so if you have your backpack hip belt on, you can still access the pocket and put your hands in there. This hoodie, as you can see, is a half zip hoodie, so it zips down halfway. So if I do need to dump a little bit of heat, I can do that. I am normally buying a full zip if I can, but I thought this is very airy to begin with. It probably would be fine without a zip even. So it didn't bother me that it was only a half zip. But usually at this point, I've learned that get a full zip. If you need to dump heat, it allows you to do that. But this one is, not making you sweaty or anything like that. So the zipper is really nice. It will zip all the way up to your chin. It has a great garage for the zipper at the top so that you don't get your chin cold. If you've ever had a cold zipper touch your chin, you know what I'm talking about. I can't even tell there's a zipper there when it's touching my chin. So that's important to me as well. The hood itself, it does have an elastic around it. It fits around my head just fine. The sleeves are a good length for me. I don't think they're too long or too short. They do have thumb holes, and so you can put your thumb through the hole and then pull it down a little bit to cover your hands. I don't really use thumb holes for the reason I said earlier. I usually am wearing gloves, but if you like thumb holes, yes, it has thumb holes. It will come down half your hand to keep those a little bit warm, maybe protect you a little bit from the sun. The thumb holes I know could be useful for a lot of you out there. But just to give you a quick turnaround so you can see a full view of the Octafleece hoodie. I've really enjoyed this piece of gear. I don't know how it compares to Alpha Direct because I don't own any Alpha Direct. I don't know which one's warmer, but this for sure fills my bucket. It is exactly what I was looking for, exactly what I wanted. Something warm, something durable, and something lightweight, which brings us to our last point. How heavy is this? I have the XXL version. I promise it's the only XXL thing I own. I'm usually XL. And so originally I ordered the XL and tried it on, and because it's my third layer, it fit tight, right? It was just a little bit too tight. I thought this is just on the edge of possibly being uncomfortable long term. And so I ended up ordering the XXL to try alongside of it. And that's my new thing, by the way. If I order anything from a cottage company, I'm now ordering the two sizes. So I can just try them on side by side because I've had sizing issues and I end up maybe keeping something and then I regret it later because it's just a little bit too small. So anyways, I ended up trying both on. I'm normally extra large. I am wearing the extra, extra large because it is, my third layer and I need just a little bit more room, I believe, in there. But be careful with the sizing on this one. If you like things a little bit tight, then order your size. If you want it to fit just slightly, I don't even know if this is loose. I feel like it fits perfect, but I'm one size bigger than I normally am on this. So in the XXL version, it weighs around 6 ounces, so super lightweight. And if you're lucky enough to be smaller and more petite, you can get the smaller versions, and of course it'll be even lighter than 6 ounces. But 6 ounces for this fleece? Are you kidding me? That is super light. So to wrap this review up, I have been extremely happy with the Octafleece hoodie. It fits really well. It's got elastics in the wrists and around the waist to keep in some of that heat. It breathes really nicely so that you don't get too hot. It is very durable. It will last me a long time out here in the deserts of Arizona. And it is very lightweight and compressible. So it's easy to pack up. I can just bring it whether I think I'm gonna need it or not, and it's not too much of a weight penalty. I can wear it hiking, I can wear it around camp, I can even wear it in my sleeping bag, and it's very comfortable wear at night. So ultimately, how do I judge a piece of gear? How do I rate a piece of gear? I look at it like, how often do I grab it when I'm going backpacking? Does it make it into my backpack almost every time? And if the answer is yes, and I continue to grab that piece of gear over and over and over, it's a winner. And I would buy this Zpacks Octafleece hoodie again and again and again until something better comes out. We'll see. But for now, I'm sticking with this one. I love it. If you're thinking about buying it and you're on the edge, I would say just go for it. Just be careful on the sizing. Maybe just order the two. I think with Zpacks, you can order both of them and you can pay for that extra like protection and returning. And I think it's like $8 or something. I would just do it. It's worth it to know that you got the right size. That way you're not regretting it later like I have with some of the other jackets and things that I've bought in the past. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you found this review helpful, make sure you hit that like button. And if you want to see more reviews, and if you want to follow along more backpacking trips and stuff that I take, make sure you subscribe. And if you're like me and get out there all the time, we hope to see you guys on the trail.